agenda, Mrs. Kirstenberg.
Thank you, Mayor Gillis. We will have a design proposal for pavement rehabilitation on North Elm and Chestnut. We may have something for the Thai Michigan Teal campaign. And maybe we'll have an award for the pool.
How about that?
See, now we better have one.
Same.
Maybe, I said maybe.
Well, then he shouldn't even went there now.
Maybe.
Really? Cause he's gonna go all kinds crazy, and I said you
No,
close to
it needs to be 11A on the agenda.
Really?
Okay.
Council comments, we're gonna go to council comments, get you to.
Sure.
I'm just kidding, no council members.
Ouch.
Just a couple things going on. Tomorrow at First Lutheran Church from 5 to 7:30, the church is having an outdoor barbecue. Of course, everything's free, hot dogs, hamburgers, corn on the cob. What's that?
It's not 7:30.
5 to
5 to 6:30.
5 to 6:30. You know, all these years I still get the time wrong.
My
Thank
daughter
you,
would
Diane.
say Bevis.
I know. 5 to 6:30, all you can eat hot dogs, hamburgers, and corn on the cob. And I think Diane's making a dessert too. And on that same time period, we'll have our diaper and clothes bank open at the church, as well as every Monday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And then it's getting that time. Pickleball tournament's over. Time for Halloween in the Knack. And if you like Halloween, like I like Halloween, and want to volunteer to be a part of that, let me know, and we always could use some help. There you have it.
Thank you. Councilman Carter.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for coming. I appreciate the representatives of the Drain Commission being here by surprise. It was very timely and good. What an amazing couple weeks we've had with the pickerel tournament, the fireworks, the car show, which was amazing, the boat parade, the parade itself, and culminating with concert in the park. The last one with the Melvin Brothers was amazing. Now we'll start meeting down at Clay Township this Thursday. So everyone be sure and keep, I've said it several times, keep an eye on your neighbors. If you see them struggling or you're concerned about them, there's plenty of people around that you can give a call to help, but check on them and make sure they're okay in this heat. Have a great week.
Councilwoman Davey.
You know what, I had said at the last meeting that I wasn't gonna comment too much on social media, but apparently this is becoming, an every meeting thing. We need to understand that social media plays a really, really big part in almost everybody's daily life. You know, it used to be, you know, you go there to get information about, you know, this event or that event. And unfortunately, people don't think too much before they type words in a box. And these types of things are detrimental on many levels. I want to explain a couple things to people. First of all, Denise had mentioned the brownfield. Now, the focus of this particular funding, there had been an amendment in 2023 to change how brownfields work. And they focus more with this, it's called missing middle housing. Now, before this, brownfields were designated to redevelop and reuse old industrial sites that could be toxic or contaminated. They are not specifically used for that any longer as of 2023. The City of Algonac's main revenue source comes from property taxes. We do not have a commercial or industrial base. Now, we've been working to try to refocus a little bit and bring more families into the city to make, this is the place where, if you're looking for a place you wanna raise your kids, we want people to look here. In the past 2 years, we've made some progress. We've got our pool going. We are working on having the only, except for Washington Life Center, Marine City, the only indoor community rec center in this area. These are big things. Now, it makes me crazy because we're trying to figure out the best ways that we can move this city forward. So reading still, even though I've said it a million times, we are not dumping raw sewage into the North Channel. Now, I'm not saying this just for kicks and giggles. I know this. There have been, there's been times where we've had capacity issues. There have been no overflows. I think we need to make that incredibly clear again. Now, the city of Algonac, 17.5% of the residents in Algonac live below the poverty line, which is higher than the national average. To have it on social media that we may be building homes where children will play on yards with contaminated soil. Now, if I'm looking to invest in the city, that doesn't make me feel all warm and fuzzy. People say they want to see this, and this happen in the city. But if these things keep going on, every time we try to make some progress, 9 times out of 10, it takes a couple careless things on social media that just knocks it down a little bit. Because the words in the box make a difference. And it doesn't matter to me if it's an election season or not. Because this goes on all year long. Somebody gets upset about something. We are trying to do good things here. It is incredibly important for people to understand these things do not help the city in any way, shape, or form. And that's all I got.
Thank you.
Very good, very well said, thank you.
Councilwoman Harris?
Well, thank everybody for coming. I want to give a special thanks out to Chief Joe and Nate Doan for, with my grandchildren over, taking them in the fire hall that day. That was very nice. Of course, my granddaughter calls him firefighter Chief Joe. But thank you very much for that. We had a good time at Pickle Tournament. Pancake breakfast was wonderful. We had fun. I also want to, before we forget, that please get out and vote. And thank you all for coming and have a great rest of the day. Thank you.
Mayor Pro Tem Martin?
Yeah, I'd like to thank the Algonac Lions Club for all their efforts in making the Pickerel Tournament a success this year. They were lucky. We were all lucky. Weather cooperated, the parade was great, fireworks. Another positive Pickerel Tournament has passed us, and I'm hoping they're up to the work of moving forward with it. And thanks to the sheriff and deputies who keep us safe. Thank you.
I'll start off with the Pickerel Tournament. The Pickerel Tournament was wonderful. It was a great event. Thank you to the Lions. I was there pretty much every day and enjoyed myself. Like I heard earlier, the car show was the biggest I think that we've ever seen. The parade was fantastic. I was lucky enough that I got to jump out of the parade route and watch the parade with my son, so that was fun. Speaking of the Lions, August 10th, they are having a comedy show at their club that is benefiting Bear Lake Camp. Bear Lake Camp is in a pretty amazing place, and if you ever wanna follow, it's just up in Lapeer, and it's one of the only places that's set up for visually and disabled children. And they take these kids up there, they put on, I think it's the only certified zip line for disabled children in the country. And they take these kids up there, and all it's sponsored by is your local Lions clubs. So August 10th at the Algonac Lions Club, they're having a fundraiser for them because they're trying to keep that camp going with it as good as it's going. It's a great place. What else do I got here? Last concert in the park was amazing. There had to be 1,000 people there. I stood up on that stage and I never seen anything so amazing. So thank you for everybody for coming out. We had a safe, fun night, so I appreciate that. I'd like to thank the sheriff for coming out. Our next meeting, we will be holding outdoors at Smith's Field during Touch a Truck. Our annual Touch a Truck event will be at Smith's Field on August 6th.
Yes.
August 6th, and we will be outdoors, so that's where you will find us. So we can have a meeting at 6 and Touch a Truck starts right afterwards. With that, motion to adjourn.
Support?
All in favor?
Aye.
Really, guys, you made me no voice to the motion to adjourn.